you could still get fired in Georgia for being a gay teacher, for example. My name is Tim M. West. I use he and they pronouns, and I'm executive director at the LGBTQ Plus Institute at the National Center for Civil and Human Rights. Our main goal is to ensure that when people think about LGBTQ rights, that they don't see those as special rights, but they see those as rights that everyone should have. That if you talk about trans people, that trans people are human and deserve the same rights to employment, to housing, to safety as everybody else. I was a kid who had a very early understanding that I was different. I kind of kept this thing a secret because I knew, especially in the late 80s, what that could mean if I let people know that I was attracted to boys. And at 16, it kind of bubbled up to a suicide attempt that fortunately did not work. And so I always say what brought me to the work is I wanted to be the teacher I didn't have. I wanted to be a safe space for young people. If they did have these feelings or questions, they had a safe person they could talk to about that. I love teaching. I actually miss my kids, but I understand that rather than change a classroom at a time, I have the potential and the ability to change systems that will help so many more teachers that are trying to do the same thing. Atlanta historically has been such a pivotal space for progress in civil and human rights in the South. There's a social, cultural praise for Atlanta as being a gay mecca, but that doesn't necessarily translate into policies and laws that protect LGBTQ people. You could still get fired in Georgia for being a gay teacher, for example. I feel the opportunity in Atlanta and in Georgia is to really get leaders at the table from different movements, housing rights, people that are questioning sort of excesses of the police, gentrification, healthcare and public health advocates, to really align on like, where's that sweet spot that we can say like, this needs to be true for everybody, and that ultimately all means all, or that y'all means all.